one of the main things that I took away from the movie was just the plan, right? He had a vision before they was even born. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at how messy, the not necessarily the family is, but Richard himself and the situation he gets him into, it was apparent in the actual movie. Like, almost, it's crazy that almost everything that he wrote down, we never actually saw like the plan, right? Like, I mean, we saw it, but there was like brochures and stuff like that. But it's just, vision was like a huge thing for this movie. And it's like, if you don't got a plan, like you can't really do nothing. That was one of the quotes that you just said, like, if you don't got a plan for tomorrow, how you gonna accomplish what you want? So just seeing that movie, seeing just the road that they took, all the stuff they had to deal with, not only at home but in actual tense world, it was crazy to see how many, like, really, I mean, I already respected them, just because they goats, right? But it was a newfound respect because this all happened before I was even born, bro. I'm honestly, like, I'm ready for Turkey Day, bro. I don't even like turkey. I don't even like turkey, bro. Like, I think I'm probably like, I don't know. It's weird for me. It's weird for me because I don't dislike turkey as like, I think it's nasty, or like it's something like I would never eat, because I eat ham and turkey sandwiches all the time, right? But just the real deal, like whole turkey bird, it don't really hit for me. It's just dry. It's a little dry, right? But not even when it's dry, because that just sounds like you don't have good turkey around. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I know the turkey's good. I just don't want it. Like, I just never really been a fan of it like that. You know what I'm saying? Not because it's not good. It's just really not my thing, bro. So everything besides that, bro, like, I'm ready for all the sides. I'm ready for all of just the fixings, bro, and just being super full and taking that like midday nap and wake up to like watch some football or something. Like, that's a vibe, bro. That's a real vibe. Like, the food coma is something serious. But man, let's get right on topic, bro. Welcome back to the Why I'm Geeked show, man. This is episode 43. And man, this episode I'm excited about, just because I don't know, it's like the weeks where it feels like not a lot happened, like, are the same weeks that I feel like I be getting a lot of stuff done, like, but you just don't really necessarily like see it automatically. I don't know if that makes sense, like, but you sit back and like think about it, like, dang, what happened this week? Because you was just on a move. You was making moves, and you just, the week just went by like that. I feel like that happens a lot too when it comes to like, holidays, and just that building up the anticipation, seeing like family and friends and stuff like that. That, you kind of like, everything before that, it just kind of goes by fast, and then like right after that, like, time just moves so slow again, because it's like, dang, like, it's over. There's nothing to look forward to now other than, what I'm saying, like, later on in the next month for Christmas and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's always a weird thing for those types of weeks. But I'm super excited just to get into this episode. So without further ado, man, let's jump into the news. Alright, y'all, so it's not a lot of news this week, right? At least not a lot of like noteworthy things in my world, I guess you could say. So as far as, like, releases, obviously y'all can see the wallpaper, or like the cover art for this week's episode of King Richard, like, with Will Smith as Richard Williams. And that movie dropped over the weekend on HBO, and dropped in theaters, I believe, as well. So that released. I'm gonna talk about it later, but it's a really good movie. And a little bit of, a little bit of extraness will add on to the conversation later on. But that did drop. So if you're looking for something like, wholesome and just a good watch, definitely check that joint out. Also, as far as announcements for drops, Arcane dropped, which is a League of Legends project that it's like an animated series that came out on Netflix, and I have started it, but I only watched like the first episode, and bro, that joint looks really cool. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. Cowboy Bebop also dropped on Netflix for the live action series. I haven't watched it. I'm still really conflicted on how I'm about to go about this because I didn't watch the original again like in a long time, and I just don't really remember. So I just know I've seen it, but it's just like it's been a minute. So I'm like conflicted. I'm like, dang, do I watch the animated version first, or do I watch the live action and then watch? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. And as far as like this blockbuster news for just Marvel and the MCU, we got confirmation that they are going to be waiting until January of 2022 to resume filming for Black Panther 2 or Wakanda Forever. Now this is something that we knew, you know what I'm saying? This is just a confirmation that it's happening, and they gave us a date as far as like how long they're gonna be waiting to film. So hopefully by then, she's all recovered up. Latita is all recovered up, or Shuri, because she had an onset injury, and I did see like some rumors where it was like she was having issues getting over here, but I'm sure they'll all get worked out by that time. So it sucks that we're gonna have to wait till then. The movie might get pushed to 2023. I don't know, because they up until this point they've been shooting around her, like I said in last week's episode. So they could have like a whole movie to still film at this point. But as long as they do it right and get it done, what I'm saying, I'd rather wait for it to come out, for it to be good, like really good. So that's pretty much it for the news for this week, man. Let's get into the weekly recap. So I'm gonna start off with Arcane. So Arcane for me what stood out the most, like immediately, bro, it's just the world. Just this huge city, like industrial city, but like it has an underground, and it's just like the art goes crazy, and the character design is so like, I don't even know what to call it, bro, but it's like it's just really cool, bro, because like League of Legends is one of those things that I've been heard about, right, but I just have no real desire to play. Aesthetic wise, like the way that mobile works or whatever. I think it's called a MOBA, but I could be completely wrong. Might be MMO, I don't know. But it's an esport. I've watched esport before in YouTube, or I haven't really like sat down and watched the full tournament, but like the teams I support, they have League of Legends teams. So I got a good gist of what the game is about, at least. I'm not really sure how this relates to the show yet. This just might be like a thing that's just like brought to you by League of Legends. I don't know how this really relates to the game that much, because I don't play the game. But I can tell you this, like from what I've seen, so far it's going to be really good. I think I haven't seen a bad review for it yet, honestly. So I'm definitely going to finish checking that joint out. It's just a lot of stuff that has dropped. I'm trying to still catch up on, and make videos and reviews and all this other stuff. So it's definitely on my list. But hopefully I have something out this week covering that joint. But it looks amazing, bro. That's the bottom line. It looks amazing. Next thing, Cowboy Bebop. I'm conflicted. Like I said before, bro, because I really started out like I started watching the anime, and I keep getting to the same part, right? Like that I got before, but I haven't gotten past it. It's like 20 episodes, 20 something episodes. So I think I'm gonna just have to sit down one day because I would rather like watch the anime then give my review of the actual live action, because it's like if I don't do it that way, I don't say I'll probably end up liking the what you call more, but I don't want to like I don't know. I'm conflicting on what I want to watch first, though. Like I'm just I'm conflicted, bro. I'm conflicted. I'm gonna finish it though, so I'll probably see it like sometime next week. That's probably like is where it ranks on my list of stuff to get to, cause I'm not really feeling like just the whole live action anime world right now. But I'm gonna get to it just cause I want to see it, obviously. But the next thing I was gonna talk about is Narcos Mexico. So what's going on, team? I know you guys are enjoying the video right now, but I want to let you guys know that not only are we making videos like this every day, Monday through Friday here on YouTube, but we're streaming on Twitch. We're having these conversations. I want to see you guys in the chat so we can talk about all this stuff live, man. We got a dope community over there, and I would love you guys to join. So check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Ginato Sensei. Link is in the description. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the chat. Back to the video. I'm getting close to finishing that, and I'm enjoying like the series and just the approach that they're taking. It's just I feel like Narcos Mexico has kind of like not lost its luster, but like I just really been realizing, like looking at like the first initial like Narcos, right, where it was covering Pablo Escobar, and they was like really like it was a really graphic show, right? I feel like Narcos Mexico is way more toned down. Even though like similar stuff be happening, right? It's just not as graphic, I'm realizing. And I don't know if that was a conscious decision, if that's always what it is. But the point is still getting across. But I don't know if it was just that, that man Pablo was just way more ruthless than all these other Narcos youngins. But it's just like, it's like a big game of cat and mouse this season. That's what I feel like. A whole bunch of running away and a whole bunch of like trying to get somebody, but never really being able to get them at this point. And, it's just like I feel like I've been in a little bit of a standstill these last few episodes. To where it's like, all right, what is really about to happen that's about to make this like a noteworthy season, So we're gonna have to wait and see on that. The next thing I want to talk about is Insecure. So we got another mid but like still good episode, because this episode focused a lot on not only Issa and Nathan like newfound relationship and them accepting that relationship, and Issa really taking it far and telling Nate that she loves him, which was like I was like, whoa. I was just like, dang, you just said it. It's only been like a couple days, but or at least it feels like it's only been a couple days. And they're in that honeymoon stage, right? But I don't know, bruh. I don't know what it is about them two. I just still think that Issa not gonna end up with nobody. That's what I feel like is gonna happen, because anytime that man Lawrence pops up on screen, it's just like Nate was never there, and that sucks. It sucks to be in that position, because it's like like she knows she won't, but it's like hard to get rid of that feeling you have for the other person. When you thought that was like the one. So like we're seeing her go through that right now. We'll see how that plays out in the next episode. But it's just like the bombshells that was left at the end of the episode, like, or cliffhangers, right? Um, was mean, bro. It was super mean. This episode was a lot spent in the hospital because Molly's mom had like a stroke, and we spent a majority of the episode like going back and forth between the hospital, between those characters, because Issa was trying to help out Molly and things like that, and Molly was trying to hold her family down and do what she had to do with that. So it's more so like it was a build up episode, right? It's hope is leading us somewhere. Like when I look back at the little wind downs or whatever at the end of the episode, like their explanation of the characters and what that character might be feeling that in that moment is very insightful, right? But like I just wish I could have seen it more in the actual episode rather than hear them speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I'd rather you show me than tell me. And it's like if I didn't watch those little wind downs, I don't know if I would have the same reaction I'm having now. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not be mid good, it just might be mid. But it's like every episode is still hilarious. Like that doesn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But we got 5 episodes left, so they gotta come with it. They gotta come with it to end it all right, bro. But I'm probably gonna put a poll out there. I don't think Issa's gonna end up with nobody. I don't think her and Nathan are going to make it. Just because it's a lot going on, mixed emotions and stuff like that, and it's just like it only took one look for her to reconsider everything. You know what I'm saying? So she saw Lawrence, it was like, oh man, like So we're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see what happens with it. The last thing for the weekly recap is the actual cover art. King Richard, man. This is a movie that I really am having trouble rating because it's not like it's a biopic type of movie. Like it's like not necessarily a documentary, but it's King Richard's story, or not King Richard, but Richard Williams' story of raising Venus and Serena to be who they are, and just the struggle of like what it took to actually follow through. And one of the main things that I took away from the movie was just the plan, right? He had a vision before they was even born. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at how messy the not necessarily the family is, but Richard himself and the situation he gets him into, and it was apparent in the actual movie. Like almost, it's crazy that almost everything that he wrote down, we never actually saw like the plan, right? Like I mean, we saw it, but there was like brochures and stuff like that. But it's just vision was like a huge thing for this movie, and it's like if you don't got a plan, like you can't really do nothing. That was one of the quotes he just said, like, if you don't got a plan for tomorrow, how you gonna accomplish what you want? So just seeing that movie, seeing just the road that they took, all the stuff they had to deal with, not only at home but in actual tense world, it was crazy to see how many like really, I mean, I already respected them, just because they goats, right? But it was a newfound respect because this all happened before I was even born, bruh. Like the movie ends in 1994. That was still a year before I even touched this earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's like crazy that all this happened before then. And then to see what they ended up doing. Like I was aware like growing up, but I just really wasn't really paying attention like that. It wasn't until like probably college where I really realized like they not just really like that, like they're really different. you know, compared to everybody else. And now we got like, you know, the Naomi Osakas and stuff like that. So they literally changed the whole tennis world, you know what I'm saying? And like I think just like the confidence that they had in each other and the actual like way that they built up the confidence in their kids, you know, telling them that they was beautiful, telling them that they're gonna be great, telling them they're gonna be number one and things like that, while also like letting them deal with the adversity that comes with the game, you know, and finally start making their own decisions and things like that. It was just really good, bro. Like it was really good. And you know, I think Will really, I don't know if he showed out or if it's just Will doing Will, right? Like when, for me, like I have a certain way that I like see Will Smith, right? As far as like the stuff that the work that he does, right? I think that he does his best work when he's being somebody else. And you might say like he's acting, right? So he's always somebody different. But I'm saying like when he has like a tangible human being that he is portraying, you know, he's one of the best at that. Like, you know, and there was actually like a Twitter poll or, you know, Twitter conversation about, you know, Denzel versus Will. And I'll get into that in the filler arc, but, you know, just like the mannerisms and the way that he spoke, the way that he walked, like everything about it. Like I wasn't seeing Will Smith. I was seeing Richard Williams. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy to really see like, yo, like he really went crazy on this, you know? And just compare it to like the other roles that he plays, like for, you know, maybe like Suicide Squad or like, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think he is best when he's playing like a real person, because he can really like you know, like Ali, bro. He was Ali. Like that was crazy. That was way back, you know. So we knew then that like when he gets like a real character and a real person, it's just like it's different, bro. It's different. Fitz was crazy though. I will say that Fitz was crazy, but it was a different time, so I'll let it go. But that's pretty much it for the weekly recap, man. Let's get into the filler arc. Alright, y'all. So, like I heard me speaking about a little bit before, there was like a, not necessarily debate, because it still was kind of one-sided, right? And after this movie released, it was just like, okay, like let's settle it, like, you know, who's the best or whatever, right? And there's still only one answer, right? It was Denzel Washington versus Will Smith. And it sucks that we comparing them like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we the only ones that really do this, like compare ourselves to each other. Like I don't really see, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio getting compared to I don't know who else, but like then I don't think they do that like that. But we always end up, you know, whatever. But for me, like I said, I think for like biopics, Will Smith is one of the best at that. But just overall like skill, I still think Denzel is the best that we done ever seen, bro. And I feel like nowadays, you know, Denzel has been playing more of the same type of character, more so than Will. But I think Will has way worse movies like than Denzel. Like Denzel doesn't really have bad movies like that, you know? Like, but you know, Will Smith got some duds, you know, and that's because he was like the range, right? But I think that also isn't a knock against Denzel, because it's like the roles you take is the roles you take. You know, you got a decision at the end of the day, right? So I don't think that should count against him. But it was just something I saw on Twitter. I was like, that's crazy that we like the movie just came out. Why can't we just like enjoy the movie? You know what I'm saying? But Twitter gonna be Twitter, man. If y'all not following me on Twitter, definitely do that. Ginato Sensei XV. But yeah, The next thing I want to talk about was just some craziness, bro. Some craziness that happened in the NBA, and that was the Malice in the Palace too, right? So LeBron ended up socking freaking Isaiah Stewart, bro. My man's, like that's who I play. I play with in Detroit on the game. Isaiah Stewart be going stupid. But like this man like lost it. He lost it because they got like tied up right on the free throw line. I'm sure y'all saw it by now. But basically, LeBron got suspended 1 game. Isaiah Stewart got suspended 2, and from what I heard, and basically they got it was probably a chippy game, right? And they got tangled up, and LeBron threw an elbow, end up hitting him with this part of, like the bottom part of his hands. If you're doing like rock paper scissors, hit him with that. Had a big old gash like on his eye and bleeding like crazy, like, and he was like I feel like once he saw that blood, he was just like it was over with at that point. Like he had to get his lick back. So it was freaking crazy, and nothing really happened though. Like it was a whole bunch of pushing, and there was just a whole lot of energy expended. That's what I feel like. It was just like nobody really came to blows like that. It was a whole bunch of pushing and stuff like that, but it happened, and it's just like now they call it the Malice in the Palace too, and I was just like, okay, but I don't know, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I feel like that's all I really had. Halo dropped. What else? Oh, Pokemon dropped. The new Pokemon game. I guess you can call it new. I don't know, man. Once Pokemon games started getting like easy, bro, it just didn't hit the same. Like I remember, bro, I used to get stuck in the caves, like you couldn't see all you like. If they had a guidebook out there, that was really your only way to really figure something out if you didn't know, and like to get all the secret stuff, right? Now we got YouTube and things like that, but they just make the games way easier. And I wish they would just go ahead and put in like a challenge mode, or like that would make me want to play, because it's like, make the game hard, at this point. Like we know so much about, like, from just growing up on it. Like we can't just keep going backwards, right? Because Dominant Pearl was like that, but sure, that was probably like my favorite game to play. But I don't know, bro. It's just a little different, man. Like they need to put like Nuzlocke and like all this stuff that people have made for like mods and stuff on YouTube, and just like all the different challenge modes that they have. Like that's what they need to do, bro. They need to just add that into the regular game. I don't know why they gonna do that, because we keep going backwards, and it's just like we're gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? like you gotta come up with something, bro. Because I don't know. I have no idea where the direction the TV show is going, so I can't really call that. But I feel like every other year they're going backwards and remaking an older game, and then they'll drop like the newest like version with whatever new region that Ash is in, and then they'll keep on doing it, bro. But it looks beautiful though. I will say that it looks beautiful. But that's all I got for this week, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all eat good. This episode will be coming out on a Wednesday, so you know what I'm saying, this could be your like right after dinner. You know what I'm saying, turn on the podcast, relax, and then you just go to sleep. That's what I be doing. I be just listening to podcasts while I'm ready to sleep, bro. So that's it for me today, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, rate the podcast 5 stars, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next episode. Y'all be easy on the vibes. Always keep growing. So you watch me, boy G. I'm gone. Peace. Dang, I know they like that video, bro. That's crazy. I can't wait to see the comment. Whoa, what are you still doing here? Well, since you're here, you might as well hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because if you didn't, what are we really here for? If you still here at this point, you probably still want to know and talk more about it.
So come through on the Twitch stream, man. Twitch.tv/Ginato Sensei. I want to see you in the chat. Let me know you came from YouTube and we could talk about today's video. Discuss anime, movies, films. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Wait, that's still not it? Oh, I know what it is. You was wondering about this drip right here. Well, you can check that out on IG, Growth Apparel. That's Growth Apparel, GRWTH. It's on the screen right now. So go copy you a tee, man. I'm gonna see y'all in chat. I'm gonna see y'all in these comments. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all already know I rocks with you, bro. I'm out of here. You still here? Ah, y'all gang.